Joining me from Washington, D.C. is Bill Drexel. He's a strategic affairs expert with the Hudson Institute. Bill, thank you so much for doing this. Let's begin broad-basing the entire issue. Two Dalai Lamas. One will be appointed by his trust in Dharamshala, but the other certainly by China as well. In such a scenario, what's your reading on how the world will react to these appointments, and who will they be looking at or looking to as the next spiritual head?
Yeah, so China, it's kind of an amazing phenomenon. It's formally a atheist regime. If
Mhm.
you're a party member and you become religious, you'll face party discipline. It's not allowed. And yet, the the CCP, the communist, the ruling party, has formally regulated Buddhist reincarnation in the country, which is, a kind of a crazy thing to do if you're an atheistic regime. It just goes to show that they care a lot about this issue. They understand that for their Tibetan minority, this is a really key transformative issue. They see it as an internal matter that they would like to see others not get meddled into, and a bit similar to Xi Jinping, where people start to speculate about what's happened to him if he's not been seen in public for a while. They also reassert their their kind of prerogative to name the next Dalai Lama or to regulate reincarnation whenever the current Dalai Lama is seen as sick or missing or what have you. So this has been a very long-standing issue that they care a lot about.
Well,
I
there
think
are
we can oh,
yes.
go ahead. Well, I think we can expect that if we see, as seems to be the most likely outcome right now, that the Tibetans in exile identify a new Dalai Lama after this Dalai Lama passes, and Beijing appoints a different one, or at least does not recognize the one that is recognized by the Tibetans in exile. I think we're going to see a major diplomatic crisis. Uh, the Chinese Communist Party will exert pressure on all relevant parties, which would include certainly India, also likely the United States, to try to get its way. And it'll likely be messy.
Right. You mentioned diplomatic crisis. So, a diplomatic crisis, indeed, it is going to be. India will be in a precarious position, Bill, of whether to recognize the Dalai Lama appointed by his office in Dharamshala or not, because recognition would mean further heightened tensions in an already fraught India-China ties.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of the flashpoints with China, and there's no telling exactly when it will blow up, but it is a tinderbox that India will have to prepare for. India has deep civilizational ties with Tibet. India is the birthplace of Buddhism, which is kind of at the heart of this issue. And India has been a kind of proponent of the rights of Tibetan Buddhism, Buddhists, and of kind of Tibetan Buddhism more generally. Uh, that's kind of internationally, broadly speaking, most countries realize that is a principled stand that India has taken in favor of a subjugated people, and that's appreciated. It equates to a certain amount of soft power, perhaps, but broadly speaking, China is a very powerful country. Its economy is 5 times the size of India's, uh, and it will not take this lightly if India
Right.
backs the Tibetans in exile on this question. Uh, I think if I were the Indian government, I'd really try to anticipate what are the most likely actions that the CCP would take, and how can we mitigate them.
Right, Bill, thank you so much for joining us here on the network. We'll maybe keep coming back to you as and when we see developments happening in China.